Have you guys ever wanted something so bad in your life that you can't control the overwhelming emotion that thing makes you feel, and when you come close again and again and again and you just can't figure out if you've got anything more to give? You got no idea what people want. You've got no idea what's next, what to do next, whether you should trust your gut, whether you should follow your heart, whether you should ignore everything and move on because you're being emotional and irrational and being a total crazy person. Hands up if you've ever been in that kind of a situation, because that is me. That is me. It's all jiggly. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm obviously on a rough road. Yeah, okay. So I actually didn't sit down and record anything after that little moment that you just witnessed. I couldn't. I cried too much. It was very, very hard to get words out, so I didn't end up recording anything. I just let myself feel that, and then, wow, this road really is not flat. I am sorry. It's like bouncing the camera around, even in the holder actually, which is really frustrating. What has happened in the past 3 weeks, probably the last time that I updated you, and 2 weeks since show day. I have been through a lot. Roller coaster much? To be honest, it's simply due to unexpected outcomes, unexpected emotions. I prepare for things. You know this, if you watch my YouTube, you know I am an organizer, I'm a preparer. That applies to my mental stuff as well. Like, I need to know when things are coming, and I expect certain things, and I expect certain reactions of myself. And this time around, didn't happen. I have never felt so much emotion about something that I love this much, like a sport. I've just never been this invested. I thought I was invested last year, the year before, like 2015. They're different levels of investment. You guys know how much I want to be a professional in this sport, and how much I want to represent my country in something that I love so much. But getting to that status is proving to be insane. I lost my shit. In so many ways. Like, I got angry, I got upset, I got mad at people I didn't expect, I got mad at, like, it wasn't just anger, and it also wasn't just like me being upset and wanting to cry because I didn't get the outcome that I was hoping for. It wasn't that at all. I came third in novice. That is a hell of an achievement, guys. I've never placed in the IFBB. I did that this time around. That was all me. I've achieved I've achieved that. That is something that no one can take away from me. And Coach and I have been working towards a podium place for almost 2.5 years now. So it's like, I have let how I felt about the Opens outcome and how I did on stage and how the day planned out, I've let it get to me a little bit too much, and I have let it destroy the good, positive thing that is I still placed in novice, and I should be very, very proud of that, because that was my first placing, and that is all I have. That's like that, honestly. Hello! Yeah, so that is how emotional and angry and upset and essentially vulnerable I have been for the past week and a half, 2 weeks, because I expected to do well, and I put myself first so much this prep. I've sacrificed so much, but that doesn't make me any better than anyone else up there. It does not. But I let my own self-expectations get the better of me. And when that didn't happen, and when the outcome that I had dreamed for didn't come to fruition, I lost my shit. Like that's just it. Like you have these expectations of yourself, and if you set the bar too high, you can set yourself up to fail. Failure in the sense that emotionally and physically you've invested a lot and you come crashing down. You come crashing so far, people, so far. And this is just me being completely honest. I am sure that I am not the only one who has felt like this. This sport is so subjective that you just don't know who's going to stand next to you. You do not know what's going to happen on the day, and you cannot possibly think that you can predict that. You cannot. I'm sorry. I don't care who tells you you can. You cannot. Doesn't matter how much you know and understand your competition. You do not know who's going to bring it. You do not know what's going to go down. And that judging table is just that. It has criteria, and you can kind of base your training and your peaking and like sort of thing like on that criteria, but you're never going to know. Okay? You just don't know. And that is something that I completely forgot and let myself literally fall apart. And I'm still kind of falling apart. It still makes me emotional when I think about the outcome and how it just took me by surprise. I'm sorry. That was it. I was not prepared to see that scenario play out, and I lost my shit. Okay, I lost Teeghan, and I'm still trying to find Teeghan and the competitor that I thought I was and actually am. I mean, obviously I had that emotional and very, very big reaction that sent me down a spiral of I'm losing my focus. I am not motivated. I lost myself, and I've still kind of lost that. And if it weren't for a few very close people in my life, I don't like to use the word give up. I don't like to use the word give up. There are two words, Teeghan. What is this light? I wouldn't have given up, but I would have possibly just gone F it and had some fun coming into Arnold's and just gone, coach, don't worry about it. Like, let's just reset and focus later, because obviously I'm not right. I'm not doing things right. I need a mental break. I just can't handle feedback. I can't handle someone telling me I'm wrong. I just mentally can't handle it like I thought I would be able to. I am handling it differently from in the past, and I'm sorry, but we're done. Hello. It is Tuesday of Arnold's peak week, and I haven't actually touched base with you guys at all. Yeah, I am sorry about that, simply because I have been too busy. Thankfully not working this peak week though. I learned from my mistakes last time, and there's been no working this week. So peak week for me started on Saturday. It is going to be very different this time around. I have been depleting quite severely, but we are not carbing up that severely. No, we are doing a very, very conservative carb up this time. That's exciting for me because I really enjoy the science of this sport, and peak week for me is, let's just move over here, yeah. Peak week for me is all about what happens when you change and tweak and manipulate and peak your physique. And I'm actually really, really excited this time around, more so than normal, just to see what we can do differently, because for New South Wales qualifiers, feedback was that my condition didn't match. So upper and lower just didn't match, and that's because my upper body comes in so tight and so hard because of the muscle that I hold up there, that my legs just don't. They do not. So that means that it's a bit of a balancing act, and sometimes we get it right, sometimes we don't. And I don't think we've nailed it. Pardon me. I don't think we've nailed it in any comp just yet. Yeah, we'll see if some magic happens. I don't know. Neither does coach. Sometimes you've just gotta you've just got to roll with it. But this time around, we are bringing a look that I want, that coach wants. Honestly, you can't change too much with your physique in 3 weeks. You can make improvements, but the feedback that I got from New South Wales just meant that that's probably not going to happen in 3 weeks. So plans have been put in place for strategic off-seasoning, possibly for July shows, but I don't know whether you saw my last video, but I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear because, I mean, look, I'm tired. I'm really tired, and I would love to be able to just focus my life on other things like work. It's a new job. I haven't even been in there a year, and I don't want to be distracted by prep. I do not want to neglect my friends anymore, which is always what happens. You don't mean to, and I'm all about balance and whatnot, but it doesn't happen that way. I'm sorry, but there comes a time when you put your blinkers on because you don't have the energy to do anything else. You become a bit daft. Like, you might try, but you're not all there. And these people who are in your life who know you and who know you as a person know that you are 10% of yourself when you get to the very end. And as you go down into those final weeks, you become 60% of yourself, 50% of yourself. Like, and they know that. I have really, really great friends who completely understand what I do, and I love what I do. I don't want to neglect them anymore. I don't want to miss out on things I don't like. Engagements, for example. I have 2 gorgeous women in my life who have been there, one forever, long time, and another for only 2 years, and it's like, these people mean so much to me. I want to be a part of all of their engagement stuff. I want to celebrate. I want to participate. I don't want to be the person they have to think about who doesn't get to eat. Should I invite her? Does she want to do? I just don't want to put them through that, and I don't want to put myself through that. Anyway, lots of thinking for me to do on how I'm going to manage competition and my hobby versus everything else. I have big goals in this sport, big goals. You guys know that. I aspire to be a pro, I really do, and I want that so badly, but I also understand that the subjectivity of this sport means that even if I nail it in terms of what I want and what they might be looking for, doesn't mean that I will in their eyes. The judging panels are different every time. The people who stand up to you, the people who stand next to you up there are different every time. You cannot control any of that stuff. You have to remember all of that stuff because this sport is about so many factors that all add up when you earn that pro card. They just add up. You then have to continue working, well, to meet that pro standard, but to get that pro card in the first place, I would argue, is harder. So much harder than people make it out to be. And it doesn't matter how good of an athlete you are and how dedicated you are, it really depends on what happens on the day. You've got to be okay with that. The last couple of weeks have been a serious learning curve for me. It isn't about giving up on that dream at all. It's about being a little bit more realistic, a little bit less about mass expectations, Teeghan, and a little bit more about just put in your best. And don't forget that putting in your best is the best that you can do, and that's the most you can ask of yourself. And that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I've been trying to apply for the past 3 weeks. If you want more details, let me know, because I'll talk you through it, because it's been one of the biggest struggles of my competition career. I'll call it a career because I say 5 years in this sport is turning into somewhat of a career. I might not be a pro, but you have a career as an amateur before you get to be a pro. I'm going to call it a career. I have 2 careers in my life. One as a professional service consultant and the other one as a bikini competitor. Yeah, anyways, updates on all that. You are watching this because it's a peak week video. I'll try my best to film some stuff that's not just me talking in the car like this. Sorry, this is like 6 minutes of me going blah blah blah. That's what happens in peak week. You mumble and crap. Yeah, I'm about to go and do my last workout. It is literally a fasted full body circuit. It is 20 past 11 and I still haven't eaten. I woke up at 49.5 kilos today. That probably means muscle loss. Yeah, I'm going to do a scan tomorrow, and I will definitely talk you guys through the last 3 of my scans so you can see how my body has tracked from when we started cutting, sort of like, I think it was about 8 weeks out, peak week before New South Wales, and now peak week before Arnold's, and I'll take you through all of that. But there's probably some stuff that you want to see there, so stick around because that's what I'll talk about. I need to go and do this fasted workout because I'm so hungry and I haven't actually eaten anything yet, and I have to drink 7 liters of water today, and I don't even think I've drunk a liter. So, oh my god, Teeghan, get your shit together. Yeah, okay, I'll touch base with you guys really soon.